With one of my favorite poets, we have the venerable Mr. Kevin Ridgeway, who, hold on, has a chapbook who's already out, which you guys need to buy, called Burn Through Today. And in all honesty, I just really love this man. He's a sweetheart. He knows what he's doing. He does it all day. Give it up for Mr. Kevin Ridgeway!
Not publishing so much!
Can you hear me? Can you hear me?
Oh, sir.
No.
Can you hear me?
Oh, sir.
Can you hear me? Can you hear me? Can you hear me now? Thank you, Jeffrey. I hope you all are enjoying your pizzas and salads and drinks.
Yeah! Pizza!
This poem is called Kool-Aid Moustache. My playmates were dressed like miniature barflies as we played hide-and-go-seek in the rubble of a collapsed cinder-block wall, littered with broken chemistry sets and shards of rot-gut wine bottles. The blocks once helped fortify this burned-out property when they were a meth lab, but now the ruins were our playground. I hid beneath a stack of discarded egg cartons, my Velcro shoes sticking out in a budding clown's cry for help. I was found in an instant and tagged it by the girl with the runny nose and the Kool-Aid mustache. I counted to 10 and spent an eternity searching for these old pros, and I gave up, retiring to the safety behind the screen door in the darkness of electric summer fans, dragging my soles across the carpet that led to the console of television. And I fixed a stiff one. Sitting in the serenity of my post-toddler command center, I sipped my sugared concoction and grew a Kool-Aid mustache of my own. Do we have any actors here tonight?
Everyone's an actor.
When I was a little kid, I acted in some commercials and stuff, and sort of part of that culture a little bit. It was a strange experience, and I was in a commercial, a holiday commercial filmed in the summertime. It took place in the snow. So this is my poem about that commercial. Child actors. The holiday commercial begins filming on an August street in Santa Monica. The sweltering night, boiling the toasted air, trapped within our woolen winter layers. Gobs of sweat slither down our throats and hairless chests, stopping to tickle our nipples before forming pools of discomfort inside our navels. A soap foam winter wonderland surrounds us, steam drifting out our mouths from the heat, giving an added effect to the artificial freeze. We want those toys in the faux New England storefront window, pointing and squealing. What we really want is to strip these sizzling bacon clothes off our shoulders. 100 takes later, with no scripted lines to say, just bobbing our Charlie Brown Christmas heads in merry unison underneath towering night suns of televised blink and you missed us glory. Most of this ragtag group of post-adolescent thespians will quit this business and become lost adult children, daydreaming, celluloid visions, far away from that murderous, artificial, summer snow globe of tortured magic. I don't know where to get my titles, but I call this one Canoe.
Like that.
The night air is a bitter chill to these lips as we swim across the lake to the canoe with friends and drugs and booze and sex. Yeah. All waiting for us. We make it out of breath. Finally. I climb in and I stand up, capsizing the canoe and all the goodies in it, floating down to the floor of the lake with shame, pawing the remainder of the drugs in my hands and watching as the angry faces jiggle from above the water. This poem's about my ex-wife. She's not here tonight. It's called Creepy Dolls. There was no denying her affection for corrupted baby doll heads, factory reject Betsy Wetsies, and the plain Jane Strange girls. They lined our apartment, trophies of the ongoing freak tournaments that she held like putty in the palm of her ravaged mind. When we divorced, she won full custody of our junkyard children, driving away with them in baby car seats, headed for future oblivion along the highway paved with scorched plasticity. I don't normally write political poems, and this is not a political poem. What? It's an observation that I made of a friend of mine who has very good intentions, but it's called Don't Feed the Pig. He told me that when I wanted to whore myself out to get a celebrity politico elected, cautioning me. Politics is like pro wrestling with real-life repercussions. He mows lawns for a living and drinks schnapps as if it were water. He has a library card that he uses more than his credit card and is rarely around a computer. He lives away from the paved roads and power lines and manipulative big cities that would otherwise crush his modern-day salty Emersonian self-reliance. A true, singular character that you may never see again, but that you never forget. The kind of person who should be in Congress today. All right, I'm going to do 2 more poems. The second one's going to be saxophone. This one goes out to my dear old dad. It's called Flying High. At the end of the pebble-infused driveway and in the advanced stages of rigor mortis, a monstrous black crow lay dead. Its wings spread in a final attempt to escape its doom. My dear old fledgling father, stoned to the gills on a dollop of Mexican black tar heroin, and perhaps a glittered nose of crystal methamphetamine, trudged barefoot across the sharp blood-slitting stones, and without hesitation, he picked the crow up and rested it on his shoulder. He ran across the front lawn with his new toy, in front of the mailman, the Jesus freak neighbors, and the retired physicians, holding this dead aerial beast in his left hand, allowing it to soar in the airs above his unimaginable curls of salt and pepper mane. Whee! He yelled with saucer-eyed glee. He did this in circles for several minutes before reaching a tall garbage can, positioning the crow for a nosedive deep into the depths of cat food and soiled geriatric diapers. And then he mowed half the lawn, nodding out into slumber among the brush until supper time, when I had to hose him off of his stained frivolity. Time for the saxophone.
Go!
Alexander Vogel. This poem is called Approaching 30 Years. I'm almost 30, overweight and bearded. And it's difficult to live. So I wrote a poem about it. But it's serious. Hence the saxophone. Approaching 30 years. New to this world by mere decades. Spinning around until dizzy. Holding this breath until the blue makes these inflated cheeks grow a matured mind. Brewing into a house of stories that accentuate the pain and grasp firmly to the glory, flailing its puppet fists and benign heart toward heavens and preparing to enter the next dimension with no fear on this obstacle course of comedic human conditions. Just another skin shed by the blood of many predecessor souls. And soaring into the unknown, dead or alive mysteries, hiding behind these molecules of love and hatred that pass through all of us on this runway to fly to our myriad of ongoing fates. That's it for me.
Ridgeway!
Scraps.
Thank you so much, Mr. Kevin Ridgeway. That was beautiful.